Hello, everybody. It's time to slap around in Gungeon Town. We're gonna kick our feet and beat the street with the meat part of our feet until this run's complete. We have a great big convoy. Ain't that a wonderful sign? So I wanna ask you guys something. Excuse me. I wanna ask you guys something. How come Parsec doesn't work? So I downloaded this program. It's called Parsec. Parsec used to be a parsing program, or there used to be something called Parse or something that would show you your frames per second, and I think sometimes give you like certain video game data. I don't know. Now, Parsec is a program by a company that allows you to like stream from one computer to other people's computers, and it's really bumming me out because I downloaded it on my computer, and then I downloaded it on my wife's computer, and I could get it to where, without really any delay, it was streamed on Jackie's computer with like no delay, which is crazy. Not even like a full half second of a delay. So enough that like, you know, whatever. But what I couldn't get it to do was allow her to input controls from her computer so that she could play player 2, which is the whole freaking goddamn point. So basically what I ended up with was a faster, more efficient stream that took up her entire screen, and didn't allow her to do anything else, and was also at the resolution that I have my game set to. So a lot of promise, not a lot of actual active function, but at least a lot of promise, you know. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and then what I want to do is get co-op working. So the funny thing is, there's some games that I play that are, or have played that are featured on there. Wizard of Legend is featured in like the material for it. Gungeon is featured. These are games with like notable couch co-op experiences, but no online co-op. It's supposed to solve that problem, you know. But if I can't get a controller to work for it, then I don't understand how I'm going to get it to work either. It also seems like it can work with consoles, which, you had my attention, now you have my attention. I don't know how it would work with that. Especially since like the PlayStation has like a download speed limit and all kinds of shit. Anyway, we'll cross to that side of the road when we get to it, of the river. I got a pretty strong feeling this is, like, I'm streaming this right now for anybody that's watching on Yardurb, but I have a really strong feeling that it's going to be completely empty tonight, which is okay. I had a very busy night at work, which is good. Busy is good. I'm in one of those industries where I pretty much make money off of volume. I don't make money off of per head. I mean, I can to some degree make money per table or whatever, but the way that the bar works is it's like all about turning as fast as possible, getting as many people in or out, because we expect, you know, between 10 and 20% for each of them, but it's split 3 ways between three different bartenders. So basically we have to make a lot of money in order to make a lot of money. We have to sell a lot. Well, that's rough. That's really rough. I really wanted a gun, so I wasn't using this guy's stupid freaking fake AU gun. You think just because you painted it gold, it makes it as good as the gold gun, but it doesn't. pilote. I'm gonna try something. So we're not gonna. I'm gonna. Okay, make sure that that's the last one. I'm gonna drop 2 keys before I drop 2 keys, and then I'll drop 2 more. But Bert, I'm hoping I have a little theory, about boss keys on the first floor. I think that if you have 0 keys on at the time of the first floor boss, you're more likely. I have no way to prove it, and I'm not going to prove it, so just freaking back off about that. But I would really, really like it to be the case, because then I could manipulate the situation. This is going to just be a long freaking fight. Hopefully it's not a long fight where I get shot, but a long fight regardless. Regarth Brooks. I love that he does that back shot. I mean, I kind of do that a little bit too. So yeah, here's the main thing. The main problem I have with this boss is he's not really that hard if you're consistent. He can't, like, besides doing the ball and the rainbow, he can't really trap you as long as you keep moving. But you just spend a lot of time, a lot of downtime. I guess you can kind of get pinned by a couple of clever bomb strikes, bombardment strikes, but it's really a lot less likely. So he's not actually a hard boss, he's just... It just takes so long, man. Regurgular shotgun's good. Okay, so my key theory didn't work. It's not true. What? Wow, that takes forever to reload. Alright, well. Might be the shop. Shop's a good looking spot. Highly likely. Don't know where it could be. So we're just fucking going. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Worthless. Just worthless. Oh, that first floor sucked. I mean, 1 minute. I gotta do a thing. Oh, I need to cut my hair so bad. Look at that. Look at that line on my hair. As a child I knew the stars would only get brighter. What? What? Well, that's okay. Oh, that was rent. Well, wasn't as good as I thought, but it's not terrible. All right, just got my paycheck. I was talking about all that money stuff earlier. Paycheck was good, but I think it's one of those things where like tax brackets, like you make over a certain amount, and so it's taxed a little more. I don't really understand how that works. I know that tax brackets work specifically for how much you make annually. Hey Kyle, how's the MC raft? By the way, Kyle, I think you should download Parse. Parse doesn't need your computer to, oh my god, wow, to be any good. It'd be 100% based off of my computer. I'd be hosting, and then we could play it together off of my computer 100%. So it actually seems like it would be great if your internet is above 15 bits download speed. 15 megabits. Megabits. So yeah, it seems like it's supposed to be one of those things like the Stadia or the whatever, where it's all based on your connection speed. It's not based on your computer at all. But I can't figure out. I tried it earlier for a little bit before I had to go to work, and I god damn it, I couldn't get it to read the controller input on Jackie's computer, but it was super duper responsive. The only problem I think we would have is that it's based off of my resolution. So when it was on Jackie's screen, which is a 16:9, it had like letterbox going on. Even still... Oh. Yeah, no. That's not what you want. You want one good PC to play the game, and then you don't really need to worry after that. So, would you mind downloading that and we can try to figure it out? I have a lot of issues with the UI in that program. Like a lot. Okay, well after this I will, I guess we'll add friends. What I didn't understand about it was like, so I formed a party with Jackie, and then in that menu, there was nothing that we could do afterwards that had anything to do with gameplay. Like it formed a party and then it didn't let us play any games together or have any options or anything like that. I could host a thing, and then it was basically like, I could see my game on Jackie's computer, but I couldn't get I couldn't get it to read her controller inputs for whatever reason. So I was getting pretty freaking frustrated. I didn't spend a ton of time with it though. And it seems like the way that Parsec makes money is by offering cloud servers, so that if you do have a bad PC, you could basically, or cloud computers, if you do have a bad PC, you could, but your internet connection is good, you can play games on higher settings on that, and then it would just use your computer screen as like a video screen, basically. But yeah, I need someone that I can work with, because like I was asking Jackie for some help and she didn't understand what I was even trying to do, so it kind of just was like more frustrating. What do you have to in Minecraft? Just dibble flab in the flim drops? I know all the lingo. I'm pretty sure that the other way is the boss. Well, I think that's what they want people to do. It's like PlayStation Now or whatever. Or what Stadia is planning to do. Stadia is planning to like be 100% reliant on your internet connection. So you could have a cell phone and play 1080p or higher games with a Stadia controller, as long as you have a good internet connection. If you're getting 35 megabytes or higher, you can play out as high as 4K. And it doesn't seem to care what your machine is. Minecraft. There's a part of me that's pretty tempted to play, to get back into Monster Hunter. Damn, this is the right one. Or at least to prepare myself for Iceborne. I think Iceborne's gonna be fun. There's a couple things I've gotten really used to with Monster Hunter that I'm gonna pretty significantly miss. Like some of the plugins and mods that I have going. I'll just have to wait until people make mods for the new areas. But the Monster Hunter mods where they put everybody up in the top, so you can do everything from the one area, so fucking amazing. Because I don't mind a game that's kind of tedious, but you're playing it the whole time. But I do mind a game that's tedious in the in-between stuff. If the gameplay loop is fun, I don't mind doing a lot of it. I know. You don't have to tell me. I put on this shirt because my work shirt looked gross. I wanted to class up the stream a little bit. Yo, this run feels like it's gonna be real bad. I got a real bad vibe for this run so far. Yep, the vibe just got a little worse. This is what I wear whenever I take Jackie out to a fancy meatball dinner at the Swiss Meatball Factory. You got anything for me, baby boy? That's baby boy, you stay on my mind. A little bit of speed. Ooh, what's that synergy? Excuse me. Excuse me. Fast and oily. Nighttime, huh? Excuse me, I typed a thing. I do not like rewards for being a bunghole. I'm fucking up. What? Oh. I think the purple looks good. It just to me feels a little, the white stands out as just like it seems more graphic. I really like graphic as in graphic novel, like illustrative thing. And I think that if you look at my sillier drawings, a lot of the time I'll use like very strong, very stark outlines. Get fucking dead, dude. Yeah. Those stickers that I got, those sticker mule stickers I got are all like that with the big cutouts. I think they look neat because of it. I'm actually, since I'm trying to draw more, is like the hardest thing for me to do is not have sharp outlines. To go a little bit more believable with it. Dude, oiled cylinder is the shit. No! God damn it, what a bad dodge roll. Fuck. Why did I roll towards that guy? That's okay. This run looks like the old king would have been fucking difficult anyway. I mean, that's mostly me covering for the fact that I fucked up, but... But damn. You stay the fuck away from me, dude. God. I finally got a couple mods going for Final Fantasy. Not mods, but I got a combat tracker to see how I'm doing, and it just as quickly awakened the competitiveness in terms of DPS. Like I'm not really competitive if it comes to like sport or something like that. But if it's competitive, like I'm realizing that I'm not doing as well as I should with a job, then I'm going to do it. And I compete against... The only real way I can compete is... Well, there's two ways. One is I'm just fully competing against my past records, like time trial mode, basically. And the other is to compete against the people in my party, where like me doing better than them is not hurting them, but is actually benefiting both of us. That's kind of how I feel about games where you work together with a team. Wow, I would not have thought it was up there. Really? That's funny. What did she get competitive with? It's always funny what people, like, when competitiveness awakens in people. Like, we could play basketball all day and I wouldn't care at all. But if it's like, I don't know, like if we were having to see who can go the longest without getting hit in Gungeon competition or whatever, I'd really, really care about that. I mostly have learned, I think, to use my the little bit of competitiveness I have as something advantageous. Oh damn, what is air console? Alright. Okay, this is a good situation. This is a good boss for this. I'm getting the freaking Hamoconda so much recently that this situation feels a lot better. The movement speed is actually screwing with me a little bit. Wow, pushed it. Pushed it a little bit too far on that one. Dude, when you have shit guns, these bosses have a ton of health. Oh, cool. Neat. I don't need to tell you how much I like those games, because you already know. You already know. Well. I hate that I get locked from freaking killing bosses. God damn it. They're a good fit for a more casual crowd. I love games that are good fits for casual crowds, because it brings like diversity to the gameplay experience. When it's just people who have been playing games since they were freaking 2 years old, you kind of know what you're gonna get every time. You know, when they're gonna get worked up and over what, how they're gonna focus in, stuff like that. I actually try really hard to when I'm playing multiplayer games, especially for like the first time, to play them as if I'm casual, if that makes sense. Like we were playing Risk of Rain, I made it a big point to like let it be loose, let it be light, like let nothing matter until I'm a little bit more invested. Because I kind of get... What's up, baby? I kind of get like what's up? Yeah, I'm putting on my shirt and my coat and my tails and my shirt, coat, and tails and tie.
Are you going to a
putting on the Ritz
restaurant, but on the internet?
I'm going to putting on the Ritz. Kyle says hi.
Is that where you put Ritz crackers on your nips?
No, that's putting on.
You would put on the Ritz.
Go ahead, baby. I'll be here. Kyle wants you to know that he says hi.
No.
She didn't hear you. She won't accept it. This is like the shotgunist freaking run. And it's a bunch of shittier shotguns, too.
Yeah, the way I was rubbing your tooth and stuff.
Maybe he's got hurt tooth disorder. We gave Brutus a bath, and he acts like he hates baths, but he fucking loved it.
He loves it afterwards.
Yeah, he hates it before, but during and after, he's like, this is great. During, he seems like he's scared, but he's just like, hey, I'm being petted a lot. And there's warm water all over my skin and hair. Dogs don't really call it their hair, I guess. It's just their skin. Foil? Why would they call it that? Oh, okay. Nope. Oof, that's a spicy noodle. I'm working on catchphrases. Oof, that meatball's wet. Hey, it worked.
Ooh, that meatball's wet.
God damn it! Can I get a room with a fucking enemy in it at any goddamned point?
Kyle, I think I'm unemployed now.
Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I just jumped into the attack. So I need enemies. Why do you think that? And why are you telling Kyle first and not me?
Because I got called off with 2 shifts in a row and it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
You didn't get called off of tomorrow yet.
Yeah, but I'm going to, and I got called off yesterday.
Well, didn't you want to get called off yesterday?
Yeah, I want to get called off tomorrow too.
Well, then it seems like you're having the best week ever. Except you didn't want to get called off today, but you didn't. I feel like you gotta let them know that like you're there for the De Niro, for the Robert D, as we call him.
Well, I'm there in case anybody needs me at any time. I get so furious just like hating, and everyone else does too. I think someone really does need to say something.
Someone, but definitely not anyone in particular. You guys are a bunch of babies at that place. Every time I have an issue with something at work, they fucking hear about it. They know. They're like, before they gave me the thing, they're like, well, do we want to give Regis the shift lead, because he does complain a lot. But then they were all like, well, he always complains about stuff that he wants to fix, so it's better. But he does complain a lot. I'm like, yeah, I do, but every single time it's the situation's better afterwards. And they're like, it's true. So that's how I got a promotion, by complaining the right way. Oh no. What'd she do? Did she punch a child? Please tell me she didn't punch a child. That's sad, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Jackie's all like uncomfortable now. Oh, Jackie. Jackie baby. He seems so uncomfortable in this situation.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're like, I'm gonna leave this room
I'm
now.
only here for the jokes.
Once serious sadness gets in, she's skedaddling.
I'll probably like a new owner to feel.
Oh. Oh damn! I hate places that do that. That's such a shitty slap in the face for the staff that's been around for such a long time. You know, to be like, well, it's not you. It's just that
It's time.
it's time to get rid of people for no reason. It's time.
It's only a dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Kyle. Does she have prospects for other employment? And also, how long was she with the company? Because I'm like ready to get enraged.
Tell Kyle about TVs.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
You hate it that much?
I don't really like it, but you know, I'm trying to just like, it's not for me, but it's okay. It's not for me, but it's okay. Whatever makes me happy gives me food. Well, you should figure that out. I mean, I'm not gonna get in your personal shit. You handle your shit. But like, I know that Hannah's looking for. She's in vehicle purchasing mode, but depending on how close knit her family is, that might be time to help out the mom's mode. Which is like, I know this is gonna sound selfish, and it is selfish. But like, I have this real fear that like Jackie and I are gonna save up and save up and save up and then be ready to do something with it, and it's gonna be like, oh, something happened with my family, something happened with my mom or my sister or kids or whatever, and it's like, there goes all of that hard work and savings. But I'll do it, you know, I'll do it in a fucking heartbeat, but it's like, I can feel how much that's gonna suck, you know? Only if it's a globservation.
Every time I fall sick, then the next day I get a butt dial from him, and
What?
I hate it.
Why are you wearing my jacket? Don't wear that to go smoke. I don't want it to smell like cigarettes.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You have a million jackets. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We have a bunch of money. We're gonna get broccoli and we're gonna get this. Comanche. What's the commando, sir? Yeah, I hate that about savings. It doesn't happen usually because I save pretty aggressively so that it's less likely to turn around all of a sudden for me, but only while commando is held, that's actually completely worthless. So I'm just gonna sell table deck rockets when I get to the next one. But I am okay with savings because I'd rather have the money when it's necessary than yeah, right? Than not have the money and it'd be like a situation where like not only are we shit out of luck, but we also like when we moved, when we moved into this place, I spent like $6 grand for like the down payments and everything and the first month's rent. I spent a ton of money. And it would, like, we love this house, so it would really, really suck if we didn't. But I did go from, like, having saved for a long time to get there, to starting from, roughly from scratch. But we couldn't have gotten this house if we didn't have the money. So it's like, that's the point of savings. But I sure would love to be $6 grand ahead of where I am in savings right now. Especially now that I'm like, I'm driving myself crazy thinking about Teslas, dude. It's bad. I'm watching YouTube videos about Teslas and like, I'm like making myself irate. It's really bad how like fully I go in on stuff like this. Like once it's like when I want to upgrade my computer, I start looking at specs. I start comparing my current specs. I'm hoping, well, there's two things that are likely to happen. One, I save up for, I think it's going to be for the remainder of this year and next year, and then we can afford one without putting any money down, or without having any kind of monthly payment. And if that's not the case, they're talking about releasing a cheaper Model 3, and we could do that earlier. I would like to get one with the autopilot and stuff like that, but I'm willing to wait. I'm just not willing to wait and then lose it all to something else, you know? That's what I'm more scared about. Like, Jackie or I get sick and we have to not work for a month, or Jackie gets pregnant and we you know, I mean, she's on like birth control and stuff, but like there's always a chance. And then, you know, there's also the chance that our lease ends before we have the savings there. And then we're like, we got to put down 20 grand to secure this house that we're currently in, which is like, I would do in a heartbeat again, but it would just be like, I would just be like a little bitter. I would feel so childish about being bitter, but I'd still be a little bitter, you know? It's like, it's one of those things where I hate to say it, but I definitely would be. But I love savings. Savings to me is like leveling up in an RPG. It feels like you're putting experience in the bank, and then you're gonna suddenly be in this totally different state. I don't know. It feels really, really good to me, and it took a long time for me to get to the point where it felt good. And I think that point was shit, dog. What am I at? Excalibur's 2.5. I stood in a curse thing for one. 6 chamber will put me at 4.5 more. I think I can sell Excalibur. I'm gonna sell Excalibur if I can get wings and, well, I don't necessarily need wings now. I like wings. Wings are something that I feel foolish ever passing up. Whoa! But, I don't have a ton of use for coolness besides regular rewards. I get it, it's like chicken bits. It's like chicken bits. I hated wings growing up. I hated the wing part of like hot wings growing up because of the time it takes to eat them. But I grew a brain and I learned that like they're definitely the Oh, your Nightbot hate anniversary. It's like 100th anniversary of what? Yeah. I feel like the commando flies wilder than usual. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, finally, when everything's great and I'm all good. Oh, okay, we're stealing. We're stealing one or the other. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm back to 1. Let's get rid of Table Tech rockets, too. Yeah, I felt really good about that fight. I actually, whenever I use a blank pretty fluidly in a fight like that, I feel good because I have, and I will always have, the tendency to hold blanks longer than I need to. Alright, so I'm at 1 curse. 3.5 plus 2, 5.5. That seems perfect. Oh god. The amount of time between shots. Wait, 6.5, right? Stealing gave 1, so that puts me at 4. And then I get 2 more, 2.5 more. Right? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's sell some more stuff, man. I don't have a lot in here that I really want to sell, but... Trick gun is always good to sell. Even though I could use this, I'm not gonna do it. That's it, pretty much. Ooh, I always fucking forget to do this. Yeah, more like piece of shit. What kind of pizza is it? I hope it's a piece of ass. I don't need to keep the Winchester. Why would I keep the Winchester? I don't have any synergies with it. Get out of here. Give me that money. And I was gonna pretend like I was gonna use it, but I wasn't gonna use it. Ah, that's the stuff. Huh? Next mod is Kyle Takes a Vacation mod. I don't know, dog. I think you earned yourself a little breather. If we want to be Aurelio Delio or Squealio. Excuse me. Punk. But I think it's one of those situations where there's two ways to handle it. There's the way where you just keep going, you just keep going and keep going and keep going, because any loss of steam is a complete and utter loss of steam, or you stop and you come back renewed and reinvigorated with a plethora of ideas. Really depends on how stopping motion works for you. I don't like card games, dude. Also, watching Northern Lion play it makes me feel like I would be bored pretty quickly. But I know, looks good, feels good, smells good, is probably great. I know, and I've been told it's not a card game the way card games are card games. You don't have to complete and build a deck and hold it and all this shit and open packs. I don't like dealing and shuffling and orders mattering and things like that. There's just so much about card games that just doesn't work for me. I played Magic a little bit when I was younger, and I grew to fucking despise it. Just because, like, it's weird because I like roguelites. I like things being, at least to some degree, up to chance. And I know that, like, it's skill and knowledge and thinking of the combination that really matters. But, like, I get tired of a game where it's like, here's one thing that's going to definitely work, and if you don't get that, well, better luck next time. I don't know. I know that I'm oversimplifying it, though. So, again, that game and FTL, or not FTL, what's the sequel to FTL, Into the Breach, are the two games I get recommended, like, oh yeah? What's the suggesty? Suggest-TD. What did they suggest TD? I am a fucking coward when it comes to those lifelike things. Oh. Before I have the chance to not buy it, like I... Uh-huh. It's like a set... Cause I know that Northern Lion's been trying to get through his Ascension 20 runs, which I don't know what that means. I'm guessing at level 20, you probably have something that makes it a lot more challenging, or else you would not be still trying. Right, okay. So yeah, the modifiers are all negative modifiers. Doodle-doodle-doo. Damn. Okay. I like that. I honestly do. It'd be something to do once the streak's kind of complete. 2 weeks if they're perfect. Longer if they got matched drugs, or if the final ones are just a pile. Oh fuck! Help! Help! Hey, the final homing bullets. Whoops. Well, the final homing bullets didn't home on me. Ay caramba. Ay caramba! Holy shit. We just got extra damage to bosses and then 25% health off of all enemies in the last little bit. Yeah, that sounds really good. Just make sure they're not, like, difficult is fine. Tedious, frustrating for the sake of being frustrating is not fine. You don't want to get in a challenge mode situation where people just never want to play the certain thing. Also, I think that Ascension mode should apply to every character individually. If you understand what I'm saying. Pilot, Convict, Robert. I know. I'm saying, like, you don't want the same thing that keeps people from doing challenge mode. The feeling of, like, arbitrary losses based on bullshit. I guess if you know what you're getting into, you know what the attributes are going to be for the next run, then it's not going to feel arbitrary. But you still got to worry about that a little bit, you know? Ooh. Dude, that was great. I've been having these runs recently where the shit's kind of rough. The poop's kind of hard. The shit don't do what I need it to do. But I've still been getting lead gods. I've been getting lead gods more frequently when I have runs that just don't really pick up ever. Excuse me. Bog, what up? What up? Oh, I like your little symbol. You got the little 1 month symbol next to your name, the little arrowkin. Welcome to the subscription club. Yo, this thing is strong. Why haven't I been using it? Oh man, I should have fucking bought the membrane. God damn it. Alright, we need that for Magic Lamp, first and foremost. What would my coolness be at right now? Wait, what's my curse? 6.5, so my coolness is 13. Took me a second to realize what you were saying, but I got it now. You want to add another NPC into the breach to one up this guy, mod style. Ah, mother of God! God's mom. Where's the next wave? Wow, that was weird. You guys, if you're looking for music, I suggest you listen to Hercules and Love Affair, at least the album that's titled Hercules and Love Affair. There are other stuff I'm kind of listening to first timesy, but the album Hercules and Love Affair is freaking great. It's got this like kind of weird soul disco vibe, but it's all about like, Greek stories stuff. So Abe makes a lot of mods. I thought he was more of like a Gungeon educator kind of guy. Oh, he makes one mod that he adds things to. Yeah. Well, then he basically makes mods. He just packages it as one thing. Man, I went with like no modifiers, no bullet modifiers, nothing giving me increased shot damage or anything like that until the end when I had like a buttload all of a sudden, especially against bosses. Well, one day I'll learn to dodge. I cannot get this album out of my head, man. I heard something that reminded me of it one day, and then I downloaded 2 of their albums. Their new one, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different enough for me to like be like, well, this isn't what I'm looking for. I think it's actually gonna be really good once I give it the time that it deserves. But as of right now, Hercules and Love Affair by Hercules and Love Affair is like gonna be something I'm listening to like on a daily basis. Ability to run console commands on the character collect. I get it. I understand. Yeah, that's a good idea. I thought I suggested that to you, but you know, you can take credit if you want. You can act like you came up with that when we all know it was Rufus all along. The guy that wants console commands. Say, hey, why not console commands on CCM or whatever? Why not console commands everywhere? Yeah, it was me. I'm not someone. Oh, Horsefred's streaming. Trying to steal my prime time. My prime time slime time slot. There's something fun about runs where it's like the run just feels okay, feels a little rough, a little strained, whatever. And then it's just like I haven't been paying attention for this entire floor. I know I've been hit like 3 or 4 times, but I haven't been paying attention. Even the being hit, it's kind of just like whoop-de-doodle. Whoop-de-doodle, I got your noodle. know? This is one of those whoop-de-doodle situations. Ooh. Well. Give me that noodle. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for a noodle. I feel like... So how come familiars can freaking appear in the zone in like no time? But if it's an orbital, if it's a familiar that flies around you, it gets all sucked up into the top left verse on stage 2 of the list of the Lich. It's like comes in at this sliced angle. This is the attack that I hate the most from this guy, this ghost. Okay, that was almost me getting hit. Oof. We got the Oogulf. I need an option to burn through these credits quickly without me holding the A button. I think once you've seen the credits 100 times in this game, there should be a switch you could flip. That's a quick mod you can make. Automatic fast credits mod. Yo, why does that guy have a little box around him? Maybe that's just chatty. Ooh, not going to the Old King really shaved some time off. Alright, that was good. That's 51 down the turret.